Hey guys, this is Unhitched with Bill.
And Willie.
Here we are again, brother. We got some pretty cool stuff going on.
Yeah, got some highfalutin people in here moving around.
Yeah. First off, how about our camera setup here?
Man, this is nice.
I mean,
looks like we're all professional and whatnot.
hey, we are literally live on our new camera setup tonight. I mean, I'm excited about that, if nothing else.
I'm absolutely ecstatic. If somebody's watching, can you hear us?
I mean, yeah, I've got people on my end. I see Barb Ward right here on my side. Mama on my live.
You're
Not
alive.
yours. She's on my live.
Oh, of course, the first person on here be a Democrat.
Love it, love it. Hey, other than our camera stuff here, we got somebody kind of special in the podcast trailer with us here tonight.
Yeah, a little special anyway.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of stuff happening. Probably next week's a big time of his life.
I think Tuesday's going to be the day.
Holy cow. I mean, let's just go ahead and introduce him. Hey, guys, we've got the House Speaker right here in Ohio, Mr. Jason Stevens.
Hey guys.
Woo,
What's happening?
yeah.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, Jason, we appreciate you being in here with us tonight, man, and this is an exciting time for you, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Got a lot going on. You busy guy?
A little bit. Stay a little busy.
That's
Stay a
right.
little
That's,
busy.
that's
So,
right. But man, I tell you,
Glad to be here though.
yeah,
Glad to
we're
be here.
glad to have you, man. We're definitely glad to have you, and you're a hometown guy, man. I mean,
yeah.
me and you, we kind of go way back for some events and stuff, and you know, if you're from basically right here in Proctorville, so.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about like where you came from. A lot of these people watching tonight probably don't have a clue.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I was, you know, my grandparents are from Scotttown area. We lived when I was a kid where Catamales is, right there in Proctorville. There used to be a little house. So when I was 3, 4, and 5 years old, I used to live right there. I did, you know, obviously Catamales wasn't there, and there was a big tire swing in the backyard, and
Wasn't
so I grew up on State Street right there.
wasn't
So-
Taylor's barber shop around
It
there?
was
or
right
something?
next door.
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
was
Yeah,
thinking.
in,
Yeah,
in the old
Taylor's
subway
used to be
building.
Yep.
I went to Miss Fetty's preschool, you know, that was down there on
Yeah.
the river, and so, but you know, my dad moved. He worked for UPS, so I ended up going to Chesapeake for a couple of years, but that was in the 1970s, and the economy was not very good here. And he had a good job, and we got into management, and then we moved into Washington County, Ohio, for a little bit as a kid, and then moved to a couple of other places, and then I went to college, got my degree in finance, and when my grandmother, Hilda Stevens, was retiring from the insurance office right there on the corner there in Proctorville, I moved home. Julie and I moved home. We just got married, and our oldest, Sawyer, was born. He was 6 weeks, and moved back here and got in the insurance business, and next thing you know, I was running for office and became, I was a county commissioner for a while, so, but, and then, you know, had the kids, and, you know, just been here around Lawrence County my entire life, and, you know, just love it, and it's a really great place to live, a great place to raise your family. So.
Wonderful place to raise a family.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I've got a look.
I don't know what kind of show this is, or what kind of stories we can tell about Lawrence
Hey,
County. But,
we
you
can
know.
tell. Hey,
But-
we don't hold back on this show, do we?
No,
All
not
right,
at all.
well,
There's
I'm
no
not-
holding
I'm not
back
gonna
on
tell
this show.
everything, But,
Yeah.
no, it's great.
But
It's great.
you and I, we kind of talk about some past things. I'll bring it up. I mean, Grim Guy's Garage, over where my business is.
Yeah.
Charlie Stevens used to own that,
There you go.
and I moved
Uncle
right
Charlie.
in. There's another Stevens,
Another-
man.
We got a lot of family here. So my grandmother was one of 12, and my grandfather was one of 10,
Mhm.
and my grandmother was a Bragg. So anybody named Bragg, I'm related to. Hey,
Wait a
hey,
minute.
cousins.
Wait
you're
a
on here
minute.
trying to get votes.
Oh
Hey,
no!
cousins.
Tell me you're not related to Jeff Bragg.
He's my cousin.
Oh my gosh, that guy's a nut. I hope he's
This
watching.
Victor
This
is
is-
absolutely one of my favorite people.
He's
Victor
my-
comes in here all the time. I
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah,
love
no,
Victor.
that's my great uncle.
Great guy.
Yeah. And then,
Great guy.
Jeff's supposed to take me golfing July when he comes back
all
in.
right,
He was
so-
just in.
So here's the story. When I was in Chesapeake, so we lived out 5 Mile. Mom and Dad built a house out there, and so we rode the school bus. And, you know, it's the 1970s, and Jeff was a senior in high school or a junior in high school, and I'm a first grader. So where did I go when I got on the first week of the bus? To the back with my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I learned all kinds of
No, I
stuff.
bet you did. I bet you did.
The most amazing thing was, I always thought it was neat, because the bus we took, you would have to come in 775, then around Indian Guyane, and and then we would go. You'd have to go through Fairland Territory. So we were a Chesapeake school bus,
Right.
and we got on the other side of Indian Guyane, or we'd come in 775, And whenever we would pass the kids that were waiting from Fairland, in the Chesapeake school bus, Jeff taught me how to wave to people. But
Did you use all your fingers?
No, it was just one.
One
Right.
finger, yes.
Another
yes.
reason to vote for Jason
Yes.
Stevens.
So anyway, by the second week of school, I was sitting in the front of the bus because the bus driver. Anyway, so
No.
sorry, cousin Jeff.
No,
but
listen,
that's a true story.
And that's the thing on here,
Yeah.
Jason. On this podcast, you just never know which angle we're going to go
That's
at.
right.
And hey, there's Jeff Bragg of all people. There you
Yeah,
go.
But,
So
but that's our family. We love our family, and we have a lot of them here. So I made sure. My wife is from Tennessee, so
Right.
we wanted to make sure that we didn't accidentally marry a cousin or something. But,
I got- I heard that. Well, speaking about family, man, how is your family? I know you got some grandkids involved
family
now.
is doing great. We have the three Stevens boys, Sawyer, Wesley, and Jackson. And Sawyer and Wesley are married, and they both have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So two granddaughters now in the last 2 years. And Jackson just graduated from college, and he's doing
Sweet.
well. And
That's crazy.
he's he's really fast. Jackson was he was born when I was a county commissioner, and now he's up and gone and out of the house. So it's been really good with my job now, because we don't have nearly as many ball games as we get to go to.
Is that a downfall though?
No,
Do you miss it?
Oh, I miss it. It was great.
I was gonna say,
that was the fun thing when I was county auditor. Very few people want to talk to the county auditor.
Right.
Right now, when they're county commissioner or state rep, hey, can you come to our meeting? Can you do this? Can you do that? County auditor, they're like, no, we don't have. County auditors don't get invited to housewarming parties or
Right.
any of that kind of thing. But it was really nice to be able to go to the.
It's kind of like
Go
Will.
to
He
ball
gets
game.
left
It's
out.
like the
Yeah.
mechanic. Every time
Yeah.
you talk to him, it costs
Yeah.
you money.
Yeah.
Mayor for now, he gets
Yeah.
left out. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. But yeah, I
everybody's
know.
doing well.
Good.
We're, staying busy and doing our things. So
I
Mom
know.
and Dad's still doing good?
what's that?
Mom and Dad still
Mom
doing
and Dad
good?
are doing great.
Still down at the
Dad-
insurance company?
Yeah, absolutely. Every day. And, my dad's my sign putter outer, so he's
That's
out
great.
putting
I
out
send
the
them
signs.
money every month.
Well, good, thank
Yeah,
you.
they're great people. And I think I know what's keeping them in such good health.
Tell me.
I think it's Proctorville Water.
Whoa, Proctorville Water.
Shout out to our sponsor, Proctorville Water.
Yes.
There we go.
Mm.
Yeah.
is
It might not be award winning, but it's wet.
Mm. Hey, they had Proctorville Water today. Did you know that?
Yeah, I tell you didn't have
Tell
any
you
water.
didn't have water.
No.
I don't know what y'all doing up there, but
Something
have
about a
water.
road being closed. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I did. I learned about it the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great signage. Great signage.
yeah.
They hit a water main today. It's
Oh.
been grand. Of course, it's all my fault because
He's
You're
the
the mayor.
mayor for now.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. You're mayor for now. Okay.
Yeah.
for now.
I thought it was mayor for life.
No.
Oh.
Well, it might be, depending on how quick they get a couple of projects done. Or if I cross the censor one too many times, might be an early ending. But no, that's been
That's
absolutely wonderful down there.
Oh, I see a cousin on there. Hey, cousin. Hey, Sierra.
Who we got on there? Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey, there's a lot of people, Jason,
Yeah,
watching and
that's
stuff.
great.
So, hey, guys, you all have comments or something, drop it in the comment section. Hey, we'll try to get to you if we see it. And
Jason ain't scared.
hey, none of us scared
No,
on this
scared.
show. None of
Not
us
scared.
scared. We'll stay old school for just a minute, then we'll hit on some other things here. I know talking about ball games and stuff.
Yeah.
I know, man. I missed when Travis came to Chesapeake, my son.
Right.
We got to go in, and you were doing the music and some of the announcing and stuff, and those were good days, man.
That was the best job I've ever had.
We had
That
some fun times in that, didn't
was
we?
really fun.
That was a blast having you over there, and I think I got to work with you a couple times. And then when you got a little bit busy, then I had to go full time with it, and I had other
So
things.
it was. So how that happened was I was one of those dads that when your kids played,
Yep.
you had to coach them all the way through. You couldn't, maybe the first quarter I could keep my mouth shut, but by the second and third quarter, I was either yelling at the referees or Wes or so. I was into it, and I realized that is not a really good role for somebody who is a politician. to be.
Gotcha.
But I, got into and started announcing the boys.
Yes.
And I figured out that they, on the iPad you could get this little DJ app, so I could download the songs. But and the challenge is these songs are great for 25 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But then certain things happen in the song, so you had to learn where to cut them
Yes.
off, because otherwise my grandmother would let me know
Yes.
real quick, why are
Yes,
you doing that?
life
So-
of a DJ. I
but
understand.
it was so much fun, and we went as we had, all those kids that we all grew up, or really we all grew up watching them from a very young age, to watch them grow and mature into adults and do really well. I ended up announcing for help with Dwayne Allen. Shout out Dwayne. In football, we did soccer, we did boys basketball, girls basketball, and we just really enjoyed doing the announcing there. And my good buddy Brian Ward does it here at Fairland, and got to we would always trade back. We'd always test the scores back and forth. That's how we did that. But no, it was always a blast. And we had really good really good teams, and it made it a lot of fun to be a part of our community and do all that. And then of course with the state rep gig, sessions are usually on Wednesday, and you had committees on Tuesday, so you couldn't really do the Tuesday night ball game. So it's just got to where I wasn't physically able to be in both places at the same time consistently. But yeah, I mean it was good times. I remember two games I remember. One was when Fairland played Athens, and Joe Burrow was playing.
Oh yes. Okay.
Joe Burrow and Athens was playing Fairland, and I forget the details of the Fairland kids who all was playing who, but I feel like they went into double overtime, and somebody may remember what game that was, and it was amazing because what I remember that is because all the Athens kids, they all had their hair cut and dyed blonde, like Joey did. Was
the real Slim Shady.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, that was just a fantastic game, and I remember as the DJ, I'm blasting Sandstorm. And the crowd is just going nuts because it was in Chesapeake Gym.
Right.
It was in Beast of the Southeast.
Right.
The place is packed, and it is sweaty, it is hot, and it was just
that gym is always that's crazy down here.
Some great basketball, and then of course the Chesapeake Fairland games are always they're just the best. So
standing room only.
Yeah, that's great. So,
well, you talking about the road closure up there, Athalia.
Bunch of road stuff.
Man, we got a bunch of road stuff, and just so you know, my road was clear.
Your road was clear?
Yeah, traffic was a little,
I've got to walk about a half mile every morning through the construction site to get to my car.
Yeah, I've noticed that. You're getting some miles.
My road's closed too.
Yeah.
243.
243 is closed too.
Hey, Denise Miller on there, you bunch of crazies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Denise, we see you on there.
Possibly one of our new sponsors wants to get the check in.
West Banco.
West Banco.
Right, let's go.
Yeah. So, like I said, we got the Route 7 closed up there. Of course, they're fixing a culvert and all that fun stuff. And if you're driving an 18-wheeler, stay off County Road 42. Bunch of idiots.
What's
wrong with you? So anyway, why's 243 closed? What are they doing?
So
what did you do?
Well, it's partly, it's kind of my fault actually. So 243 is closed because the Chesapeake Bypass is finally being built.
Yes.
And we are extremely, extremely excited about that. And it is a little bit inconvenient. I live out in Getaway now, and we have an extra mile or two to get to Proctorville. Our business is here in Proctorville, so we go that way. I'm learning where the potholes are on Eaton Road.
Right.
So that helps once you learn, where to kind of ease along. I didn't realize how many people love the Pay Lake.
Yeah, oh my gosh, trust me. Well, my parents live at
Camelot.
My parents live in Camelot Village.
Okay.
Okay, and there was the other night I was out there. Jason, there was probably 2,000 people around that little lake, and then there's the other little lake.
Then you have the other lake down here, and
how do you not get your lines tangled up?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to. I've just been amazed by it. We came through Sunday morning. We were on our way to church, and we're going to have to open up a gospel, have a gospel meeting out there at the lake.
There you
go. Because they're not leaving. And,
they're everywhere.
But it was great. I mean, it's a beautiful place, and but yeah. So we've got that, and so the bypass is, fully funded. So we want to make sure that we get that completed. It's scheduled to be completed and to be driven on in the fall of 2028.
That's going to be awesome.
And we had the groundbreaking. It was a year ago since we had the groundbreaking.
Right. I was there.
And
was you there?
I was not there.
Oh, you must not have been important.
I'm just a detail guy.
Right. I'm just a mechanic.
Yeah. But you're a mayor.
The mechanic who showed up at the wrong meeting.
Right. I showed up at the wrong meeting. Now I'm the mayor for now.
So yeah. So I mean, the bypass is being built. It's one of those things that we think that is going to change. It's going to change our region. It's going to change how we travel up and down the river on our side of the river. It's going to connect. Proctorville especially is going to be connected to South Point. I don't know what the exact time of the travel will be, but it will probably.
It's got to be better.
Yeah, I mean, especially during heavy traffic times.
Right.
And it changes the entire economy for our part of the region. It also, even reaches up into Gallia County because, southern Gallia County and, Gallipolis can run down to Huntington that much quicker, or they can run to South Point, and
right.
it's not that. So that is really very exciting. I mean, the other cool thing about this project is we have a lot of local people who are working on that project.
Right.
We took a tour a few months ago. We went out there, and they've got those huge trucks that have the 8-foot tall wheels, and they're 20 feet tall.
Those life-size Tonka trucks.
Yeah, they're Tonka trucks. That's exactly right. And I mean, they're so big that they actually have to bring them in parts and assemble them on site.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're not kidding around. They were telling me one section of dirt, and really what I never grasped is because none of the current roads that we grew up driving on came close to how big and how steep these hills and hollers are.
Right.
I mean, it is some steep terrain, and it makes sense why it costs so much. But there was one situation they were telling me that they had 1,000 foot of pipe, culvert that's 6 foot tall, that had to go 133 feet of fill on top of it.
Dang.
So I mean, it is moving a lot of dirt to get that. But once that is complete and we have that connection, it's going to change our lives in a really positive way. I think for all of Lawrence County, even to get to Ironton, is going to be 25 minutes maybe,
right.
as opposed to 40.
Right.
Depending on the traffic lights. I'd like to eliminate keep those traffic lights to a minimum.
And you don't have to worry about local police.
It's true.
Well,
them state boys will have a field day, right?
Yeah, the other thing I want to mention about that too is we've always had, as part of the bigger plan, was to make sure we get that bridge from there at Fairland East over into the connector,
the Marriage Creek,
yes.
the Marriage Creek connector bridge, and
right.
I'm very hopeful that we can do that. It's it's always a challenge to build anything new, even in our own state. Now we have to cooperate with another state. West Virginia actually owns the river right through there because it was Virginia before Ohio existed.
Correct.
So they claim the river. So
history lesson.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's right.
Pay attention, millennials.
That's right. So anyway, that is the thing that I really want to continue to work on. I know I've had conversations with our Senator Moreno's office, Dave Taylor's office, some of our congressional leaders, because that's congressional level money, because especially it's two states coming together. But I'm excited about that. I think that opens up not only our little part of the world, but also our entire region, and changes our economy in a positive way. So really excited about that. So anyway,
yeah, that's gonna be great when that happens. Have a little connector, a little
it won't be
outer loop.
Yeah, it won't be like going out County Road 42.
Right. Don't have to worry about that intersection on 12 and Wolf Creek.
Oh my gosh. So, anyway.
Well, and go along with the bridge, you got that company big time up there on Route 2, Nucor, that's coming in.
That's right.
And that'll actually help a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
it just opens up, and you look at part of our region. That's one of the things I try to explain to people, not from our area who are in Ohio.
Yes.
Most places in Ohio, they have some hills maybe, but it's like
right, rolling hills.
Right.
Rolling hills, and then you get into the flatlands, and the amount of water and hills that we have, and our terrain is beautiful, but it's really difficult to get around.
Yeah.
And in a modern economy, it's about time, and how long does it take to get from point A to point B, your supplies or whatever you're delivering, and so as we can make those times shorter, what it really does is it does two things. Number one, we can put more jobs here, or there may be somebody who want to work in Columbus, right? But they also want to go turkey hunting before they go into the office. Right? So they may want to live in Lawrence County.
Yeah.
And now if they can get to Columbus in an hour and 40 minutes,
Absolutely.
that's like, it becomes
right.
you get the best of both
Yeah.
worlds, if you will.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that I'm really excited about, that we've been able to put in place, and it's really been a lot of fun to watch it, and watch when they first started cutting the trees down, it was,
Right.
it looked like the Lorax, coming through there. And it was like, oh my goodness, what did I do?
I know Ernie
it's
Hall's
love.
son, E.B. Hall. He's got his drone set up, and he started it right there in Chesapeake, and it come all the way through. So,
Yeah.
and that, if you've not seen that, you need to check
Oh,
that
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
That's,
awesome shot.
he sure
Yeah,
does.
I've
That's
seen it.
so
It's
cool.
pretty amazing.
That's
So-
very cool.
So that's kind of the next big thing for the next 2 years. It's going to be a little inconvenient for us, but it's something that I think we've all, I would count myself in this. I'll believe it when I drive on it, kind of thing.
Right.
Amen,
And,
brother.
you
Yep.
know, I'm just
Same here.
praying we make it long enough to drive on it, and then there's always something else that we want to keep working on. So
Right, and and that goes to say, next Tuesday when you go to vote, you can actually say, "What has Jason Stevens done for our community?" You can look out your window driving anywhere, and you can see what Jason Stevens has helped do for our community.
Yeah.
Just about anybody can tell you a story about what Jason Stevens has done for our community. So just remember that. Last thing, we need some kid in there. So what else we got going on?
I don't know. You got.
well, we got you. If you're asking me, I can
Yeah.
tell you all kinds
Yeah,
of stuff.
tell
we
us.
got
We'll let you take the floor.
we got here now. What's really going to be cool about this bypass is, we've got these restaurants down there in South Point.
Yeah.
Have you been down there and
Yeah.
seen that lately? They got the new
growing.
Casa Grande is
It's
coming
growing,
in.
yeah.
You got
Smalls from
Guthrie's. You got the
Hughes.
Smalls is coming in
Yeah.
from the Hughes.
Starbucks
Sheets.
is in there now.
The Sheets.
The Sheets is
The
coming
Sheets
in.
is coming. Bob Evans.
You know, I
you
mean,
got
think
all
about
that
how
right
quick
there.
how close that's going to be. So,
Yeah.
so we got a lot of development going on down there in that part of the world.
And also, a lot of that development can come up this way.
Of course, yeah.
especially
I mean, it's gonna,
especially if a bridge comes in and you got a river interchange.
So you're trying to tell me that you could put something in up at Athalia?
I would love to put something in Athalia.
Wow. Could you imagine like a restaurant in Athalia?
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Holy cow.
We used to have a general store in Athalia back when I was a kid, but then we put a pop machine in at the village hall and ran it out of business. Show you how small our town is. But now we have a Dollar General, and who would have ever thought you could go somewhere in Athalia and buy Wonder
But
Bread?
it's not only a Dollar General; it's the most important Dollar General.
It is the
around.
most important.
Because if you want to mail something UPS, you know where you got to mail it to?
Dollar
That
General.
is true.
In Athalia.
Yes.
Our insurance office is right there by the Dollar General in Proctorville. When we have to overnight something, guess what? Dad's got to drive it all the way to
Hey,
Athalia.
whenever you got big names running a village like that,
Oh,
people
my
just want to go.
That's what it is.
For an hour.
That's what it is.
Oh boy.
For an hour.
For an hour. That's what it is. Man. So we got a lot of cool stuff going. The other thing that we've got going on is developing the riverfronts all the way up and down the river.
Yes.
From they're working on it here in Lock 27. Chesapeake has some money. They don't quite have the development. The old trailer park that was there in Chesapeake.
Yeah, they want to put like little marina in and stuff.
Yeah, but so
I've heard hotels and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of. I was through there the other day, and all the trees are cut down. So there's some development that's happening there. I know in South Point, the mayor there in South Point's excited about their development in South Point, and in Ironton's,
Their riverfront.
their riverfront is going to be really amazing because it's on the other side of the flood wall.
Right.
But yet it's movable. So they've got a brand new playground down there. They've got a place where a restaurant. You can just sit by the river, and it's got a roof,
Yep.
and you can sit on the roof of the. And there's two little not storage compartments, but the that you see on the big shipping containers. It's a shipping container.
container.
It's a
Yeah,
shipping
yeah,
container, but
yeah.
they got like doors like this,
All right.
and then the bar opens out.
Right.
So you just hang out right
Okay,
there.
that's
But
cool.
because it's on the other side of the flood wall, it's got to be movable, right?
Gotcha.
So they can move it in and out really quickly, and it is going to be a really interesting.
It's gonna be nice.
It's going. What it does is it's making life much better for us.
More
And
enjoyable
more
on the river.
enjoyable on
And
the
actually
river
using our
and
riverfronts
actually
instead of
using-
just for saving mud after the floods.
Yeah, that's right. So
Something-
anyway, so that's pretty cool.
Something else cool that you brought that up. Collins Career Technical Center.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Ward.
Yeah.
I went. We talked to him there a couple of weeks ago. I caught wind through one of his students.
Mm-hmm.
They were building these swings for Lock 27.
Okay.
They're like 9 foot long bench swings, all metal. They're going to be
okay.
painted.
Okay.
There's 2 of them going in at 27. So I'm like, I need one at the village.
Well, sure.
So I gave them a call, and they said, yeah, we can definitely work this up. Worked
Mm-hmm.
out a price. And, of course, we done the tree gala at the Senior Citizen Center at the fairgrounds this last
Oh
Christmas.
yeah, okay.
Doing it again this year. More stuff coming on that. But we raised some money for the nonprofit that we have, which is the Athalia Community Action Council.
Okay.
So we raised enough money there that we're going to buy one of those swings, and we're going to donate it and put it down at the park at the village in Athalia.
cool.
And that's going to be really cool to have those kids, local kids,
Mm-hmm.
do something to put at these big riverfronts where all this money's being spent. Something that
great.
these kids can say, "Hey, I did this.
I had a part of it.
I've
That's
done
awesome.
that."
That's awesome.
So, but just something just a little bit funny that we're doing with it is on the top of them, how West Virginia has almost heaven on their signs and everything beside their swings. We're having a little plaque put on top of ours. It's going to be the state of Ohio, and it's just simply going to say heaven on it.
There you go.
West Virginia's almost heaven just because they're right across the river.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ohio's a wonderful place to live. So.
Leave it to this mayor. Oh,
But
that's
anyway, if any of the other mayors are watching, something that they did say when I was out there last week and took a tour of the stuff that they was doing is this class would really like for every village to have one of these swings on their riverfront.
Nice.
So get a hold of me. I'll give you their information if y'all want to talk to them. And it would be really cool for Collins Career Technical Center.
Yeah.
Kids out of all of y'all's villages have these swings put in all through the riverfronts
Yeah,
in all the little villages. So get a hold of me. I'll get y'all that information. So something pretty cool there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is good.
You're on a roll.
Am I?
You're rolling here, Mayor.
All right.
Hey,
Well, okay. I'm going to throw something else. That's something a little bit whimsical. Besides Romeo's Pizza, because they've got the best pizza in the tri-state. What's your favorite pizza place?
Man, that's a.
I'm praying for you, Jason.
I'm the
Yeah.
first person to get a politician
So
speechless.
this is one of the toughest questions I've had in the campaign. I have to tell you. So where we live, out in Getaway there, the closest place that we can get a hot pizza is Judy's Giovanni's over in Deering.
Okay.
And my favorite is double pepperoni with mushroom, extra large slices. And
Okay.
if you really want to go fancy, you get banana peppers on it.
Gotcha.
Man. There you
Gotcha.
go.
And it slides right down. But no, Romeo's, I grew up on Romeo's, sausage and mushroom, and banana peppers, of course. If you're getting,
Yeah, they we get their cauliflower crust pizza. We've been
yeah.
on a little bit of a journey.
Oh, yeah,
I've
same.
dropped about 50 pounds.
So have I. We do cauliflower pizza too. So
They're cauliflower crust with no sauce, and I use a hot honey on top of it on their meat lovers. Of course, I know you're a meat guy. Absolutely the best pizza in the tri-state. Can't miss it. Can't beat it. The crust is perfect.
I haven't eaten dinner yet, Willie. I'm
Mwah.
hungry.
It's absolutely wonderful. So
Oh,
if
man.
you're out there, Romeo's Pizza, give them a shot.
Okay.
This is a part of the show I'm not allowed to talk
Why's that?
because
What's your favorite pizza?
I'm from Canova, West Virginia.
What's over there?
Everoni's Pizza, baby.
Never heard of it.
You are lying through your teeth. Lying through your teeth. Uh-huh. All these politicians. Oh, man. The guys I hang out with, I'm telling you. So, there, I've said my thing.
You said your thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got to hush now.
Well, speaking of Everoni's, one of the last times that we ate there, we had a special guest with
We
us.
did have a special guest there. That was really cool.
It was really cool. So, you ever watch The Wheel of Fortune, Jason?
I do.
You do?
I do.
You've got one of those voices. I do.
I do. Well, I was the announcer at Chesapeake. right?
Absolutely.
So who was-
Never
Absolutely.
made any money off of it.
Yeah, me either.
That announcer at on The Wheel of Fortune, by the way, is Samantha's friend. He's coming on here, 2 weeks?
The 11th.
The 11th.
Monday the 11th of May.
So we'll have Jim Thornton
Jim
in here
Thornton.
with us, my wife's friend. It's Facebook official. So tune in and check him out. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Let's see. I'm going through my list here to think of. We talked about the bridge, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, this is a big one. It's always a controversial question whenever when we are on live here. I had my shirt on, but it was too small.
Jason, I pray for you on this one, brother. Just think before you say anything.
It is my opinion, and I will die on this hill. All newborn babies are ugly.
Okay, now I'm going to intervene real quick before he says anything. I don't want him to get in trouble. You, I don't care about. Okay? So
What are they gonna do? Not vote for me again?
we're
Talk about me on the internet?
We are literally. You don't care if you get voted in. Okay?
I'm not getting voted back.
So
in. They'll be lucky if
you
I
can-
finish my term.
You can talk about all these ugly babies that you want.
Okay, so you think they're ugly? You just
no,
don't talk about it.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what we heard.
I'm just saying. Let's take a breath here before we answer, because we got all these wonderful mothers out there watching the show. And,
Speaking of wonderful mothers, my mom says
No.
we're awesome.
yeah, she is. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I'm a retired bus driver for now, though.
Shout out to the bus drivers.
That's right.
She's great.
So
Do you know
there
why
you
she?
go.
You know why she retired?
Why did? Probably to help keep an eye on your hind end.
No,
What?
because they couldn't get anybody to strike the roads on 107. She couldn't see it anymore.
Oh, Barb, I'm sorry. Did you see the little thing I posted about you today? The guy talking about dropping the baby.
I forget stuff where I got dropped
Yeah,
on my
you
head
got
as a
dropped
kid.
on here. She was quickly to come on there and say, what was it? She just wanted it to be known that she didn't drop you. It wasn't her. She was not the cause of you being the way you are.
Okay, so this was hereditary.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's how I get it.
Maybe it was the water.
It was definitely no the water. I tell you what, the water in Athalia. Growing up, we had a well.
All right.
Man, y'all got me completely off the ugly baby thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we
I
have
don't want him to answer that. That's why I killed it.
we had well water whenever I grew up, and wells. You got to dig real deep down in there and everything, and we're right across the river from Lesage. You know where I'm going here.
Yes.
So
Oh,
now Lesage has a bottled water company over there that they get out of these big deep wells, and they're award winning, second
It's the
place
same
for
aquifer.
so many years. So they're selling the water I grew up on as a kid.
If Garnet Bernice is watching this right now, she's not going to be happy.
Well, I told her too, and I gave her the lesson on this. I'm like, that water table actually goes underneath the river.
Okay.
So I'm saying, I grew up on award-winning water. Now we got Heckler water.
We got comments coming in here. I got to get you all better formatted logo from Chad Mitkiff. Okay. All right, yeah, Chad, let's work on that. I'll make sure to vote you back in, Willie. There's BJ coming in strong.
Hey, BJ, you're no longer in the family.
Doug Morris is watching down there. You know Doug? Everybody
Yeah, I
knows
know.
Doug.
What's up, Doug?
Yeah.
What's up? We've done a few TV broadcasts for that.
That's right, Doug. He's always come hang out with us.
There's another Doug that hangs out on here.
Wait a minute. Is that the other judge?
No.
What's that guy's name? Derek. I'm sorry.
Derek.
Okay.
Doug Malone.
Doug Malone.
Oh, yeah.
Who is that?
Who? You're, what?
Is he my stepdad yet? Mom? Doug Malone my stepdad?
Stepdaddy. Stepdaddy
I got
Doug.
two Democrats in my family now.
Oh. I'm not even going there.
Doug's a Republican.
Oh, he changed?
Oh,
Marry him, Mom! Moving to Athalia will cancel out your vote.
No,
Hey,
he's voted
can-
Republican
can-
a lot.
can we give your mom a shout out real quick? She just celebrated a birthday, didn't she?
She did. She's 75 years
Oh.
old.
75 what? Laps around the sun? Is
Yeah,
that what you said?
there was a video, and I sat there and I said, "This is how many laps my mommy's made it around the sun."
Yeah.
And 75 years old, Mom, we love you. I know we made it really, really, really hard on you, because, and this is a fact. You can look it up. Out of the 4 kids, I'm the best of the 4. So you could just imagine how bad the other 3 were.
That's saying something right there.
Well, I mean,
hey, we about got her to saddle up there at Texas Roadhouse the other day.
she would have done it if they would have
I
brought her.
know she would have, but I really think our waiter, I don't think he had faith in her doing it for some reason. I don't think he really realized the table.
He's
was waiting
obviously
on.
never talked to my mother.
Well, the whole table, well, not the whole table. Probably 70, maybe 60% of the table. He didn't realize what he was dealing with.
Obviously not.
Obviously not. Or he would have brought 2 or 3 saddles, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We'd have had a convoy going through
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So, all right, we're getting off topic here. So.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay, we're not talking about ugly babies
Yeah.
anymore.
No. Kill that.
This is
what else you got
everything
over there?
off my crap list.
Everything's off the crap list.
Where's my list?
So it's game on from here, right?
All right.
Yes.
All right. Jason, do you got anything you want to bring up, or I know you got what is it, Tuesday, the big day?
Yeah, Tuesday's election day.
Tuesday's the big day,
Everybody
and
needs to go out and vote. If you want to complain, then you should go vote.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
That's kind of our rule. If you don't vote, then you
Keep your mouth shut.
It's hard to complain about.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But no,
It's not hard. They'll just get on the internet.
but no, but
Look at
honestly,
me, I'm important.
I would appreciate everybody's vote, and I work hard to try to help everybody and do the best we can. But I've served down there at the courthouse as a county commissioner back in the early 2000s, and I've served in there at the auditor's office now there in the state house. It really is. I really enjoy helping people and being in a place to do the best you can. And you don't have to make everybody happy, but you try to do your best in what you think is right. So I remember a couple of stories from the courthouse, if you don't mind.
Go for it,
Go
brother.
for it.
Go for it. Hey.
You know this, Mayor. You worked in local government, so
For now.
For now. So I was elected county commissioner in 2000. I was very, very young. I was 29 years old, and I got elected, and I came into office, and both of these gentlemen, dear friends, have passed away. But at the time, they were legendary politicians in Lawrence County. You had George Patterson and Paul Harrell.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Now, both, I love both of them. And we were there, and so they were in their late 50s, early 60s, I didn't know exactly how old they were. I'm probably close to how old they were at the time. I just didn't know it. They were older than me at the time. And so they were in there, and we had, you have executive session when you've got to talk about something like a legal issue or some sort of something like that. So we had an executive session, and we were in there, and there was some sort of land dispute or legal kind of thing that we were talking about. And we were sitting in there, and whatever the resolution was kind of controversial for one side. It's you find yourself in these things in local government, especially. You're the decision maker that's going to make somebody mad. It's just the nature of what it is.
Right.
And you don't want to make anybody mad, but eventually you have to make that decision. And it was kind of talked about. Well, we could do this, and I looked at George and I said, George, well, that's going to make a lot of people mad. He goes, son, as long as you don't make half of them mad, you'll be all right. and it took me a minute, and I was like, oh, okay. So you try not to you don't want to make anybody mad, and so you get to those interesting things as you deal with people, and you try to work through it, and I think as you get a little bit older, you try to be a little less. I don't know. You think of things a little bit longer before you act. So we've had all kinds of fun stuff, and I'll tell you this other story. This is about George as well. This was the next week probably. We're there, and sometimes you'll get folks who are very passionate about a particular issue.
Yes.
And they want to tell you all the details about the issue, right?
Yes.
And sometimes you're in a position that you can't help, but you still want to listen, right?
Right.
And then when they come back again, you know what you're in for. So you're like, oh, okay.
More prepared for it.
So I remember I was sitting there in the commissioner's office, and there was a side office that I was sitting in, and I remember it vividly because there was only one entrance out of this office. And this lady was talking to George about something about the dog pound, or some neighbor's dog was like showing up in her yard and doing whatever, and she wanted George to do something about it or whatever, and he knew that there wasn't a whole lot we could have done. And he goes, this guy right here, you should talk to him. He's a county commissioner. He can help you. And then he led her to the door and said her that way. And then he steps out, and she had the door blocked. And for 30 minutes, I was stuck listening to this lady. I thought, oh, man.
Got him.
Oh, man. I looked at him and I said, George, what do you need? And he just grinned. It was fun. But we've had some good times, as you deal with people. I always try to make sure that I have good relationships with folks, and as long as we can get along, we can solve some problems and try to make people's lives better. So, and maybe laugh all along the way every now and then. So that's good. But yeah, we're just staying busy, and I really appreciate the chance to come in and tell a few stories. I've got more stories, but I don't know how many of them are suited for the podcast. So.
You would be very surprised.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I got a question for you off the wall.
Yeah.
So when you're at the house up there and everything, okay,
Mm-hmm.
y'all I know there's been days you've been in there early, and my gosh, you've been in there all day long, talking about things and going at it and everything. Do you get fed up there very good?
Surprisingly, no.
What?
Surprisingly, no. When it's really busy,
Yeah.
okay, you know, it's so there's 99 members of the House,
Yeah.
and that building, if you've never been to our state house, I encourage everybody to go.
Okay.
It is a beautiful, amazing building. It was built between 1837 and 1852, and it was kind of built as a fort. So the walls are huge, but it was refurbished back in the 1990s, and so it's just a living, breathing museum because we use it every day, or not every day, but we use it all the time. And I mean, it is the center of things. But yeah, because your schedule will be, it's kind of like high school because you have the committee hearings, you know, that lead up to, you know, the big session, which is kind of like, you know, cafeteria,
Right.
you know, it's lunchtime or whatever. Sometimes the food fight breaks out, so that's always fun. But not very often. But no, there's not like, there's no like designated time that says lunch.
Okay. All right.
So I carry a lot of, you know,
Snacks in your pockets
I have
or
snacks, and you want to make sure you get a good breakfast or whatever. So no, there's very little. Now in the evening time, if you're done, then yeah, you can go get dinner or something like that. But during the day, you can get hangry. So
I guarantee it.
you can get hangry. But
So a lot of beef sticks, stuff like that.
yeah, you know, I get
A lot of
cashews,
protein.
protein. That's always good. We don't do the sugar anymore. You don't get as hungry. So
Yes,
Gotcha.
very, very true.
I understand.
yeah.
Very true.
So yeah, but you know what does happen is you got to walk everywhere,
Okay.
and so that can
Big place.
surprise. Well, because the office, you know, for the House is in the Rife building.
Right.
When you look at they show you on the football games, and you see the big skyline of Columbus, and you see this green roof on the building there. That's the House. That's the government offices, and so the House offices are from the 10th floor to the 14th floor, and, well, in half of the 15th floor of that building.
Okay.
And you can go in and take the elevator down, and you can actually walk under High Street from your office into the basement of the State House. So when it's cold outside, you don't have to go outside
Right.
and get there, and but you have to walk. You know, it's a lot of you definitely get your steps in,
Get your
especially
exercise in there.
when something's busy, and then you throw in a few protesters, and,
Yeah.
and then it just becomes
Get your way to get around it.
it's sometimes it's like the Lawrence County Fair, you know.
Hey.
Sometimes it's like the Lawrence
I
County
know what
Fair.
that's like.
Yes. So, you know, if I was ever up there, I'd definitely have to be full of Lonnie and discontent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well,
that's
you're a
good way to keep
mayor,
your
so
sugar
you
down.
get like extra recognition when you.
You
show up.
get grouchy though when you don't have food.
I get grouchy.
Yeah.
I thought
You
I
could
stayed
make
grouchy.
it. You could make it.
I think it'd be absolutely awesome.
No, not seeing it. Not seeing it.
No, what you guys need to do is you need to haul this trailer up there to the State House. And
Don't threaten me with a good time.
yeah, now that would be fun. I know somebody you could talk to. You guys would have a good time talking to.
Oh,
I would
man.
absolutely.
I know
I'm
several
for it.
people. I think that would be a fun. That would be a fun trip. They'd say, "Who are these hillbillies from Lawrence County rolling in here?" And I'll go.
Well, he's a detail guy, and this guy's a mayor.
And they'll go, "Oh, those are Steven's buddies." I'll go, these are my people. That's what we want to do.
I tell
All
you
right,
what,
now,
you
can
hook
be
it up,
past-
we'll get it up there.
Yeah,
you can
we
be past Tuesday. I know somebody with a parking lot up there not far away. So
Hey, we can make it happen.
Hey,
we ain't scared.
We was one of our first mobile podcasts. Of course, we was done on Facebook Live. We was in the Kroger parking lot in Wheeling, Ohio.
Oh my
There you
gosh,
go.
I was
yes.
talking to Landon
Willers-
McGraw. He was
Willersburg.
on Willersburg.
Yeah.
Where did I say?
Willard or something. I don't know where
Wheeling,
he's at.
Wheeling,
Yeah,
Ohio.
Wheeling,
Yeah,
yeah.
Wheeling, Ohio. Look at me.
Willersburg,
This
yeah.
is why I'm just a mayor.
Oh my gosh.
there you
So
go.
anyway, we was up there in Willersburg in the Kroger parking lot and had Landon McGraw. He was one of our finalists on American Idol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was gonna say
great
that.
kid.
Yeah, really.
Great kid. Absolutely hilarious. It was funny because we was talking to him, and he said, "Well, guys," he goes, "I really got to go." He goes, "I got a ball game tomorrow."
Yeah.
He's playing basketball against Fairland in Athens.
Really.
Yeah.
He's up
Did
the
you
top.
say anything funny?
It was pretty cool.
Oh, you didn't say a word? Are you sure? Okay, he's not going to speak on this one. Yeah, he threw himself under the bus. But no, great kid, good singer. He was flirting with my mom there last week at the car show. It was
Yes.
wonderful.
Hey, good boy. Good
I've,
boy.
I've got a picture of me with his girlfriend. Flirting
Yeah.
with my mom again.
Yeah.
All right, so
goodness.
Jason's going to try to get us into Columbus. That's
Yeah.
great.
Hey.
We'll get you.
Unhitched coming to Columbus,
Yeah,
baby.
we
Look
got-
out.
You know what? And I tell you what, there's some other spots that are in here in our neighboring counties that in my district, over in Gallia County, and we got some folks there in Jackson County that have some cool stuff going on that you guys need to you know, the Jackson County veal. You ever had one of those sandwiches?
No.
Oh,
I
see,
haven't.
the world
No.
is big, boys. It's big.
Oh,
We
man.
got all kinds of fun stuff we can go.
Well, let's talk about this sandwich. What is this thing?
Well, it's there's one little place there in Wellston that makes this stuff.
Yes.
And it's
I'm familiar with
Jackson
Wilson.
County veal. And
Okay.
I don't know all the secrets to it, but
Okay.
all I know is it involves a sunny bun.
Okay.
You know, the hamburger.
Yes.
Hamburger
Yeah.
bun with the. It's kind of like a Wiener Schnitzel, but it's not
Okay.
exactly that. But it comes out like this. It's about this big.
Okay.
And then the bun. There's a pickle. You know, Happenings Bistro serves them right there in Wellston, and and you get a ski pop with it. You know, it's certainly not on our diet, Willie, but it's it smells really good.
Something like
We'll let-
it's kind of like the red
we'll let-
velvet cake at Carlos's.
Yeah, we'll let Bill
some
eat it.
things you just got to do.
Yeah, well, that's true. That would be the case. But no, there's all kinds of cool places in and around. But yeah,
Oh,
that would be fun.
Ohio's kind of got
Ohio's
some.
an amazing.
It's got
state.
some hidden gems.
It's amazing.
There's
stuff.
one just down the river here. I know you've probably been there. My grandpa was a truck driver back in the day,
Yeah.
and he introduced it to me when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Have you ever had, and I'm sure you have, a Hickey's hamburger?
Gosh.
Oh, brother.
Oh.
You can't beat them.
They're the best.
They're the best
They're
out there.
really good.
Oh, my gosh, I love them.
They're
I've
delicious.
never had a Hickey's.
Oh, Willie.
Hamburger.
You need to go.
Oh well.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That, Bill, you're gonna have to take him down there.
I do.
Anybody who's been there knows what happens.
Ooh, I do need to take you down there for sure. Yes, I know exactly what happens down there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm game.
But yeah, Ohio's got some good, hidden gems throughout the whole state, and there's just a bunch of things in Ohio.
Them big wagon wheel donuts down there at 4 Mile Bakery.
Oh my gosh! And then you got the Amish country, and that food up there is just stupid good. That's crazy.
It is.
I mean, my dad goes up there. My mom, they go up there like, I don't know, I feel like 15 times a year. And I'm like, what'd you do? We went and ate. I'm like, my gosh, y'all love it up there. But I have to agree, it is good food. It's good food. So, what else you got over there, Mayor, for now?
Well, I
You
really
got anything
nothing.
else?
Something else that's good when you go to Jackson is Dakota's up there.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Dakota's
That's a
Steakhouse.
great
That's good.
restaurant. Oh, Samantha, the censor.
Mm.
Man, I ate their salmon when I go up there. Their salmon's pretty good. But I used to get their chopper. It's the ground steak. Man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
We had the 32-year anniversary. Julie and I had our 32nd anniversary the other day, and
Good, congrats.
we went over to Rocco's.
Condolences to the wife.
Yeah. we went over to Rocco's
Uh-huh.
over in your neck. of the
Canova,
woods.
baby.
Over in
That's
your neck of the
Cerrito, down
woods.
there in Cerrito. Yeah.
So it was good stuff, man.
I'm glad I already ate. I'm still getting
I'm
hungry.
starving, but
I
I'll be fine.
thought I heard your stomach growl a couple times.
That's from the weekend. I'm still getting over that food poisoning I
Oh
had
my gosh,
Saturday.
Jason.
Man, that was
You have
rough.
food poisoning.
Oh, it's awful.
Really?
I think he
Yes.
about passed out or croaked on
When
us.
you have it, it's bad.
I was going to run the benefit that they had up here for Matt Owens.
Yeah.
I was going to run the round track. And so we was going to leave early, go up there, run the round track, and come back and finish Sunday at Lucasville. For me not to be able to race my car, I was bad. It was a rough day. I slept for 24 hours.
Oh wow.
It was wonderful. I've never slept that long in my life. But I'm better now, so y'all stuck with me for a little longer anyway. For now.
You're still grouchy.
I'm still grouchy. Well, have you ever put up with you?
It is a lot. I will say that. It is a lot. All right, so hey, we got a couple things we do here, and I know Jason has already got one of them because we had to get that guy some water to begin
it's
the
a
show.
little- it's a little-
He's got his
toasty
brand
in
new tumbler. You want to tell us about the tumbler?
Man, that's an awful nice tumbler. It's I survived getting unhitched with Bill and Willie.
Hey, that's amazing.
That was made for you by Glitter and Grease Tumblers,
All right. Thank
which
you very
is
much.
right here in the corner.
Yes.
My beautiful wife Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
Got some of
So
that Proctorville fine water in there.
yes,
Delicious.
so you can take that up to the state house with you and like.
Yeah. So
Let me tell you guys what's getting ready to come to Columbus.
yeah. Well, go ahead and warn them.
you boys better buckle up.
That's right. And then another thing we do, we take a photo of everybody in here, and
Okay.
once we get that photo, it goes boom right up on the
All right.
wall.
Old
So,
Polaroid.
yeah, a little Polaroid. So one thing we'll have to get done is we'll get your autograph on that, and We'll get you
Yeah.
plastered up there on the wall of
Okay.
wall of fame.
Shame.
No,
Maybe
it can't be
I'll-
shame.
you know,
Can't be shame.
I've got so I do have. You all know about speaking about different places in Ohio?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Tony Paco's?
Can't think I have.
No.
Tony
I don't think so.
Paco's is in Toledo,
Nope.
so it's a hot dog joint.
Okay.
Now, so let's talk about hot dogs here for a second, because one of the great things about the tri-state is we have great hot dogs.
Yes.
Yes.
Whatever your favorite hot dog is, it's amazing.
Let me just tell you, food fair. I'm favorite.
I
I love a
mean,
food
I
fair
mean,
hot dog.
it's the most
Ladies at food fair.
Amazing.
It's
Amazing.
amazing. So,
Yes.
you know, and I've been all over Ohio. I've traveled to Ohio. Columbus hot dog scene. No. I mean, there's a couple places,
Yeah.
but it's not like a spot.
Right.
Toledo,
Yeah.
amazing hot dogs.
Okay.
All right. And like their most famous joint is this place called Tony Paco's.
Okay.
And so you go in there and you got the specials and all the different stuff. And you know, if you know what you're ordering, you know what you're ordering. It's kind of like the Skyline for Cincinnati.
Gotcha,
As Tony
yeah.
Paco's is
Yeah.
Toledo. So I go in there, and if you're famous enough, whatever,
Okay.
they have you sign a bun.
Sign a bun.
A bun. So you have the hot dog bun. And so when I was Speaker of the House, I signed it, you know, Jason. So I have
Okay.
a hot dog bun
Hey.
on the wall in Toledo at Tony Paco's, and I am even more honored to have a Polaroid on the Unhitched
Podcast.
Yes.
Right.
Podcast.
All right.
trailer.
Yes.
So
Heck
thank
yeah,
you very
man.
much, man. That's awesome.
Shoot, yeah.
That,
is
that's
awesome.
funny. We had a guy get a hold of me there the other day. He wants me to dress up like a hot dog and dance in front of Sam's hot dog stand on Fifth Avenue. So keep an eye out for that. It may happen.
That's you, right? I'm not doing that. I'm just throwing that out there. So don't get no ideas. We just did something that is totally off the wall. We got asked
That was
to
funny.
go. We got asked to. I mean, let him tell. But we got asked to go sing "Happy Birthday" to somebody as a singing telegram thing.
So
Oh, really?
Matthew Hamlin, the
In
owner
person?
of Fidelity
Yeah.
Mobile Rapping, he calls me. He says, "Willie," he says, "I'm not one to ask people for stuff." He goes, "I usually figure it out and I make it happen." He goes, "But I'm stumped." He goes, "It's my sister's birthday today. Do you know anybody that does singing telegrams?" I said, "Give me a minute. I might know something." So I hang up with him. I call Bill and said, "Hey, what do you think about going over and singing to this girl over at the bank happy birthday?" "Well, I'm down." I said, "All right." So I call Matt back, and I'm like, "Okay, what if Bill Grimm and myself done it?" He said, "That would be absolutely amazing." So he said, "I'll make it worth your while." I said, "All right, we'll do it." So I get a hold of him. We run over there. We walk in, and we just kind of take over the joint. It's live on our Facebooks. I think
Yes.
I think we even tagged. I don't know if we tagged Unhitched.
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
But it's
there
on one of our
somewhere.
pages. Go in there and watch it. Funniest thing I've ever done. It was great.
Yeah, and then we did so good we had to sing later that day.
Yeah, and then
Your
it's my
mom.
mom's the same day as my mom's birthday, so he's they came and sang to her at the Texas Roadhouse, who also has some wonderful salmon. So after we got done, she goes, "Well, it's just not the same. You went and sang for somebody else. You got to sing for me."
Oh, yeah, of
so
course. Yeah.
here we go. And we actually sounded pretty good.
I've been told
Are
a
you
couple
sure?
times we actually did
Really
sound
good?
good.
Yeah.
So,
Really? All right.
Samantha listens, she goes, "I'm shocked." Great acoustics in the building.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, if you all need a singing telegram,
Hey, we can do it, right?
yes, get a hold of me or Bill, and we can make this
So
happen.
what songs do you sing? What's on the
We just
playlist?
sang "Happy Birthday."
Yeah.
Okay.
We can sing anything though. Hey guys, listen, we got a bunch of people watching. I see a bunch of people of you on here. If you all want to drop any comments, any
Hey,
questions,
there's Ryan Chapman.
hey, pop it on here. Let us have it. We'll try to get it answered the best we can. And
You imagine going swing low. Oh, that'd be fun. Good times.
so where are you off to next, Jason? What's the next stop? I'm
Um,
sure you got some other things you got to
Well,
get done.
I'm gonna go home and eat dinner.
Oh, okay. Well,
We've been talking about food.
yeah, he's
He's been trying to leave for a half hour.
he's
No,
starving.
I'm-
Yeah, he's ready to leave and get
well,
out
I'm
here.
trying to
and-
think what I'm going to get on the way home, but no, we got that. So we got so tomorrow we got the senior lunch there at Proctorville
Okay.
At Senior Building.
at the senior building.
Sweet.
So looking forward to that.
Yep.
And we're going to have lunch there, and then we're going up to. I've got to go up to Gallipolis. They're having a senior lunch.
Okay.
Starts a little bit later, so I'll be doing that.
2 lunches in one day?
Yeah. yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah. yeah. And
Man,
then,
this stuff's got its
so,
perks.
So one of the cool things that we have in our district, Jim Rhodes
Yes.
is from Colton, which Colton is real close to Wellston, so it's really not far from us. So he
Okay.
was a Southern Ohio governor. He was I have a picture of him outside my office because he just did so many things for our part of the state and a lot of parts like that. And, really kind of a hero who I never met in Ohio politics. So we're going to go take a look at some of his legacy there in Colton tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
I'm sure my phone will ring and we'll have something else going on. But yeah, we're gonna have double lunch tomorrow. It's a good thing I'm making myself hungry. I probably need to get my steps in. So I've been
Yes, sir.
Be on the treadmill a
Yeah.
little bit. But no, I'm doing that and just will stay busy through. As long as I'm around, whether it's election time or not, I try to stay on the move and
Understand.
keep staying busy. So.
You were supposed to do something else this evening. I thought somebody said you were supposed to be pitching in a ball game or something.
Well, I was going to save that to the end.
Were you playing in that?
I
too?
was playing in that.
Well,
and
I know
thought,
we were
man,
supposed to.
Jason,
Oh
we
man,
got rained out.
So what is it? 15 older softball?
It's 55 and older.
Oh, okay, 55 and older.
Stop it.
Or if you look 55
I'll explain. Go ahead, Jason.
Well, so I turned 55 back in January.
Okay.
So 2 things I did not know. Yesterday, I ordered my first senior coffee from McDonald's.
Look at you.
It was only 79 cents. I can believe it.
My
It's
dad
like 60
flipped
cents
out
off.
when he got his. I'll never forget
And
that
now
day.
I'm eligible for Old Men softball.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
but it was too cold, I guess, tonight.
I mean, I just turned 50 in September, but this happened to me, and I didn't argue with it because it was such a big discount. We went to Captain D's
Oh
And-
yeah.
and ordered the grilled whitefish, and Samantha, my wife, did also, and it was only like $14 and something, and we got it, and it said senior discount.
Yep. That's you tomorrow.
Wow!
That's you
Yeah, we-
tomorrow, right there.
And I didn't complain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. That's me.
It looks like we're having mashed potatoes and
Turkey and green beans. Turkey, good protein.
Chloe Caldwell. Yep,
Chloe.
absolutely.
Somebody else
All right.
comment so we can read the rest of that.
Yeah, it won't So, yum. Oh man, that's good. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got a lot of good stuff going. There's always something happening. There's always something, we like our people and community really care about each other. We want to get together and do those kind of things. And you every now and then you have some things you get sideways on, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you love people and you try to take care of them, and
Yeah.
that's the way. That's why I like living here. It's a great place to live.
That
Yes.
must be why I do it then.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of Chloe Caldwell, real quick. This lady, she's been a customer of mine since I've been here. She was a customer with my father when he ran the business. Anytime I've got something going on, be it my Easter or my Halloween parties down in the village, we're opening a small library in the village. That's something that I'm kind of proud
really?
of. Yeah, it's nothing like Briggs or anything like that. We got a small building. One of my local Penny Backley, she has a daycare there in the village,
Oh, okay.
and she's getting everything together, putting shelves in and everything. We're building a porch around this little building. We're gonna have free Wi-Fi and computers so people can come in and fill out job applications and have access to internet, because we are a poor part of the county.
Right.
So this gives people a place to come and be able to get internet access and what have you. So Chloe, whenever she hears that I'm doing this stuff, she always brings in stuff and helps donate, and a big supporter of me, and we appreciate you. But great lady in the community, a great friend to have in your pocket. So thank you, Chloe.
Awesome. Very good. Well, good deal.
Yeah.
We'll
All right.
have to come back. I tell you what, we'll do this. You have to come back. You have to come see me up in Columbus or out in Getaway. Either way.
Okay. Well. Oh no, we want to come to Columbus.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll find you a spot and make
Yeah.
make a thing of it.
As long as I got
I can
phone
get you
signal, we can go
and
out.
I can get you some good guests you'll enjoy.
Perfect.
A lot of good characters.
Perfect.
to
With
find
that,
those
the
south.
crazier the better.
Yeah. Well,
That's-
depends on what kind of crazy, but.
Hey, we don't care. We don't care.
I can go toe to toe with him. It don't matter to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I got some good ideas. So. Yeah.
that would be absolutely wonderful.
Well, Jason, I know you got things going on, but I got one last question.
All
for
right.
you. I know we were talking before the camera came on and everything out here outside the podcast trailer. You got to tell one of the craziest. What's your wildest story since you've been up there in the house? What's the wildest thing you could think of that's happened to you? Maybe you've been part of up there. What's just something totally off the wall up there?
I think. So I will talk for a minute.
Okay.
And it may help me remember, but a lot of times there are certain deadlines that are either in the Constitution or law that says, like for example, you have to pass the budget by a certain day.
Okay.
There's not very many of them, or you have to do something by a certain time, or you want to get rid of it. get this done. So what that leads to is you're there for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times you'll say, well, they passed this in the middle of the night. Well, a lot of time it was for, a deadline or some sort of thing like that. And so what will happen is once you figure out this is what's going to happen, the secretaries have to, not the secretaries, the LSC, the Legislative Service Commission, has to take all of that language and put it together and make sure that one thing doesn't undo the other. So it takes some time, and so you will find members that just have to kill some time, right? Or so they'll go to dinner or they'll do whatever, and so you can imagine what can happen on that. So that's usually when some of the weirder stuff happens. Is
Gotcha.
when the members come back after maybe have been to a establishment.
Right. Right.
across town.
Right.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah, with you.
And
They're drinking some of that fine
you
water
know,
up there.
all I know is my dear friend is Bill Seitz, who is from Cincinnati. He's an attorney, but he's a legendary legislator. And if you've never seen any of his oratory, he's brilliant. He's still doing great, but he was term limited, so he's not in the House right now. And he was in the House and the Senate, and he would come in, and I think probably the wildest one was he could remember every song lyric of every song. He remembers every song lyric. We come in, and I remember I had stepped out to use the restroom for some reason. I should have paid attention, but he was there, and the next thing, all I hear from the floor is I hear Bill Seitz in this big booming voice singing "The Tax Man" from the Beatles, and like sang the entire thing because he was talking about the taxes were too high, and it was just going on, and the place is just rolling. I mean, you think it's all stodgy, and no, he's just going off on the tax man.
There might be a place for me still.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
And I mean, it was one of the best moments of all time. It was just some of those unscripted stuff.
That's cool.
That Bill and he would do. That's probably one of the most crazy. Is like, okay, here we are in the same place where Abraham Lincoln had stood 150 years ago, because Abraham Lincoln had been at our state.
So you're saying if there's outtakes, there's a lot of outtakes.
Oh
up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Well,
And,
man.
that's where the Ohio channel, you can watch everything. It's
Gotcha.
kind of the C-SPAN of Ohio, but it's in high def.
Yeah.
But it records all the committees and all of that, and there's all kinds of. They have greatest hits of different people who give
I can
different
only
speeches.
imagine.
And I mean, it's kind of nerdy, but it is actually pretty funny. But yeah, it'll be good. So.
Okay.
That's great.
All right.
Somebody just off the wall, you said something about the water up there. Somebody asked me if we had a boil water advisory in Athalia. Of course,
Yeah.
I never heard anything, so I just advised them just take a shot of vodka after you get done. And
You
you'll
did.
Be fine.
I did read that.
Yeah.
Yes, I
So,
did read you. Said
You heard
that,
that's
yeah.
official.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. You got anything else?
No, I'm good, Jason. Is there
right,
any
guys.
last words you got for everybody?
I appreciate the opportunity to come in and
Yep.
visit, and this is great. Hope everybody had a good time watching. and we'll,
Absolutely, man.
see you the next time.
So we need to get out and vote on the
Vote
Tuesday.
Vote Tuesday, for, against, whatever. Just vote. It's very
That's right.
important. Let your voice be heard. But just remember, what has Jason done for you? And you will find a lot. You don't have to look very hard. So, anyway,
Yep.
Jason Stevens.
Yeah.
Bye, guy.
Jason, we appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you, fellas.
This has been Unhitched with Bill and.
Willie.
All right, guys, y'all have a good one. We're out of here.
All right.